Good morning, fiber friends. It is Thursday, December 15th, so it's the 15th day of Vlogmas. This is the Knit, Knot, and Weave podcast, and I'm Dorothy. I want to apologize to my followers for not getting something up yesterday, but I was not feeling up to myself. I woke up with a bad migraine, and I think it's because this lovely weather front has come into Maryland, and that always screws with my migraines. But I stayed home from work to try and get my head to stop pounding, and I attempted to stay up so that I could join the Zoom that a couple of me and some other podcasters get together on once a month, but I didn't quite make it. I think I was in bed by 7:30. I fell asleep on the couch first and then just went up to bed. But today is a crappy day here in Maryland. We had a 2-hour delay due to supposed ice from this morning. It looks like it's all rain now, but I'm heading down south towards DC, so it might get worse as I get closer to school. We'll see. I always said the only job you can have and always be wrong is a weatherman or a weather person, because I think in my next life that's what I'm going to be. Because according to the weather report, we're supposed to have bad weather until 1 o'clock today. And here it is, 9:15 in the morning, and it's just rained. Or at least I'm praying it's just rain, because Lord knows I cannot afford another car accident. Anywho, I can't believe I just put that out there. Karma, please forgive me. Anywho, I'm on my way to work. I will try and check in while I'm at work. I believe they're testing in the media center today, so I should be able to maybe get some video of me doing some book reviews and maybe some knitting. Anywho, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. good evening, everyone. I know I missed Advent yesterday. I was not feeling well, so I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. So today I will have 2 sets of Advents to open for all the yarns and the chocolates and the wines. So should we get started? Sure, why not? So before we get started tonight, I want to apologize because as I was watching my day or editing my day 13, I realized I apparently started talking to you guys and totally forgot to show you the yarn for day 13 from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Hoard Yarn combo. So let me start with that one first. And it is from Yarn Cafe Creations, and it's called Dumbledore's Funeral. Now, I'm not sure I would have picked these colors for a funeral, but hey, it's Dumbledore, right? And this one is by Yarn Cafe Creations. So I apologize. Now we can move on to the other Advents. So first up, we have day 14 from Superfine Yarn Co. So pretty. And then we have from Dragon Hoard Yarn, the Gaunt Shack. Pretty. And we have day 14 with the Grinch. This is the Merry Grinchmas Yarn Advent from Polka Dot Creek Creations, which is a collaboration between 25 different indie Canadian dyers. And this one is Numana Yarns. And it's Merry Grinchmas. Very pretty. And then the wine for day 14 is a red Corsiero Nero. It's an Italian wine from Puglia. There's no interesting story on the back. So we'll just pour that. And then the chocolate for the 14th was that one. And it is, haha, this is the raspberry grenache swirl. Or at least it should be. Yep. This one's got the taste of raspberry. I think I got my wines backwards. Oh well. So this was either day 14 or 15. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. This is a dry red wine. Yes, it definitely leaves that dry feeling on your tongue. I am wearing a hat that I dyed the yarn for. For those of you that follow Andy the Knitress, you've probably seen it already. If not, I will link to her podcasts below. She did a dyeing experiment where she put out an all call for people who dye yarn, indie dyers, personal dyers, whatever, and she picked 3 colors, and she wanted everybody to dye a skein of sock yarn that she would then crank into a tube. But she wanted to showcase how, even though I think there was about 15 of us maybe more. But she wanted to showcase how, even though we all use the same 3 colors, how we all came up with a very, very different way to, a very different creative way to dye our yarns. As you can see for mine, the colors were purple, Kelly green, and gray. And I went very light. She made us all a hat. She cranked the hat out on her sock machine. And then with what was left, she cranked out a tube so that we could make socks from it. But so, I will link to hers below, but this is the yarn that I dyed for that experiment of hers. So we will move on to today, day 15. Again, we have Superfine Yarn Co. I'm really liking the way this set seems to be gradually going through. And then day 15 for this set is with Yarn Cafe Creations. That's another one. Half-Blood Prince. Look at those colors. Fun. And then we have day 15, Stink, Stank, Stunk. And this color is by West Coast Yarn Co. And the colorway is All the Who's Still a Snooze. That's cute. There you go. West Coast Yarns. Very pretty. And then the wine is Cabale, which is another French wine, but this is a white. And it's a combination between Viognier, Colombard, and Muscat. Oh, I hope that's not like Moscato, but it's only 5%, so maybe it's not that. So it's a Cabale Blanc is a fusion of Viognier, Colombard, and Muscat, an intensely aromatic and expressive blend displaying the ripe peach, pear, and zesty citrus fruit characters. The palette is well-rounded with a long layered ripe fruit finish. So we'll try that. And then the chocolate that goes with it. You can see the G on there for Godiva. And this is just a dark chocolate ganache bliss. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted by a phone call from my sister. Since I bit into the chocolate, I must have tasted the chocolate before I answered the phone. So that was delicious. Now I'm going to try the white wine, which is the Cabale. That's good. Definitely smells very fruity, not too sweet. So I take that back. It's sweeter than any of the other white wines I've had in this Advent, but it's not as sweet as a Riesling or a Moscato. So that is it for my Advents for today. I am going to go back and do a little knitting before I head to bed. I might turn you guys on and talk to you a little bit while I'm doing that. Okay, bye.